Hi, this is Simon Chan, and welcome to my No BS, No Hype network marketing training. Today's leadership lesson of the day, and leadership is very important. It's one of the 5 fundamental skills that you need to master if you really want to become successful in the MLM. And to review the 5 fundamental skills are: number 1, your mindset. Number 2 is your marketing ability to expand your network, your contact base. Number 3 is no hype selling. Number 4 is leadership, which we'll talk about today. And number 5 is being able to expand outside your local area, really grow. So today, leadership lesson today, we're going to talk about emotional filters. And I'm going to put on these shades right now. And emotional filters are things that we grew up with, could be experiences or traumas that actually screw up the way we should be thinking about certain things. The way it could be your attitude, your outlook, your perspective on success, why you're free, the way you look at what success means, getting outside your comfort zone, doing the things that you're scared of, right? Those are all filters. And it's like wearing these pair of glasses. As long as I have these glasses on, everything here seems really dim and kind of dark. Very, very dark. It doesn't matter what you do, how much you turn on the lights. It could be a little bit brighter, but it's still going to be dark. Now, the lights could be so bright, I could be staring at the sun, was blinding. And this is actually one of the very dangerous things. They tell you never put sunglasses and look at the sun, right? Because the UV light actually go through it will still damage you. But that's how damaging our emotional filters are. It's like as long as I wear these sunglasses, no matter how bright it is, everything's normal. Or it's too dark, right? Or in a normal situation, it'll be dark. Like right now, I can barely see you guys. It's so dark. So no matter what I do, my perspective is always going to be dark. It's going to be shaded, right? It's going to be screwed up. And so you have to understand, I'm going to take these off so I can see now everything's back to normal, right? So whatever filters we have, it's going to cloud your judgment. So you got to realize, number 1, think about whatever weaknesses you have and why you think a certain way or why you act a certain way is because of these filters you got. And they're not your fault, right? It's not anyone's fault. It just happened. And so I'm going to give you 3 examples. One of the filters is like some people say, when you see very wealthy people, they use the term like filthy rich. Like rich people are bad. Rich people steal. They make all the money. Why don't they give more? But just if you had that growing up, just the word filthy rich, or people say, oh, why do they need all that money? Why is it so greedy? Just by having this programming, it could be from your parents, it could be from your teachers or your friends, or that goes in your mind that being wealthy is bad. Rich people are bad people. They steal. Well, the truth is, the wealthy people, they've done a lot of good. The wealthy people, the top business people, they own companies, they employ. If these people are gone, hundreds of thousands of people will lose jobs, right? The wealthiest person, Bill Gates, he also donates the most money, right? So that just proves that's totally false. But if you have this mindset, everything's you can never be successful because you're thinking you're going to be bad by becoming wealthier. Another thing is, I just share from my experience. I'll share something personal with you. Is that I was always growing up to really until I started network marketing, I had low self-esteem in many things. And it all comes out thinking about why am I like that? Why am I shy and not confident? It all comes back to when I was growing up. English was my second language, and I grew up in a Caucasian neighborhood, and I was picked on all the time. I still remember when I was like 3 years old, I went to Montessori preschool, and I got picked on, and this kid beat me up, but I couldn't even hit me, and I couldn't even tell the teacher because I couldn't speak English. Now, it wasn't until my mom was furious, and she stood up for me. The next day, she went up there and went right to the teacher, right? So even like that created me low self-esteem. I couldn't do anything for myself. Another personal thing I share with you was like I was scared to go out of the comfort zone and do new things. Why? Because and I grew up very, my dad, he was a great father, but he was a doctor, very busy, didn't have spend as much time with us. So I spent a lot of time with my grandparents. And I'm very, very close to my grandparents. I love them very much, especially my late grandmother. But you know what grandparents do? They spoil you. So every time I had a difficult situation, and I used to spend every weekend with them, they'll give me what I want, right? So combine that with low self-esteem, right, which I had, and then I get what I wanted when I'm with my grandparents. I never really had a lot of, I was always scared of challenges. I was scared. And it wasn't until later on I started network marketing forced me to get out of the comfort zone and start learning, I realized why I was like that. So the first step is really, think about what are your weaknesses and why you act that way. Maybe you don't want to change. Maybe there's certain habits you don't want. Why? So it's something that happened. Once you know the source of it, that allows you to realize what's going on. And the second thing is, you can't blame. I can't blame my parents. I can't blame my grandparents. You can't change the past, right? But the only thing you can change is what you do now. And that's what leaders do. You can't blame. Think about what you can do now. So filters, again, they're very important. Okay, so find out what's holding you back. Really take a self-analysis. And once you know that, then it allows you to be a much better leader. You go out there. And also, by doing self-analysis, you'll be more patient when you're dealing with your teams. You understand, hey, maybe he doesn't think that way because he grew up differently. He's a background. Makes you much more, empathetic and understanding leader. That's the leadership lesson for today. This is Simon Chan. Thank you for watching my No BS, No Hype network marketing training. And remember, we're in the profession to help others. So go out there and have a positive impact on someone's life today. God bless you all.